one. No, this one. Let's do that one. I'm going your axe. Sorry. So talk to Lothar. Hola, no, before Lothar, I'm gonna take my payment. Okay. Hola, Tosan, Lothar.
Mind if I interrupt?
Nay. My prayers are in vain anyways.
So, are you having trouble with a curse? This one is the one with the curse.
I am. Look, see it lying there. A horse head on the pole. That's
a NITHING kind of curse. Seen this before. They're nothing to scoff at. Can bring misfortune, even death.
Aye, and the name carved upon it is Tialva, my firstborn. Boy's feverish, grows weaker by the day. I fear I'll bury him before the next moon. Tried to lift the curse myself, but no luck.
Is the boy in the inside?
I can help you, one of two ways. First, I can try to convince whoever put up the NITHING to lift the curse themselves. Second, I can deflect the curse back on whoever cast it by writing their name on the shaft. Either way, need to know who's behind this.
But I don't trouble no one. Don't know a soul who'd wish it upon me.
Guess I gotta investigate. A NITHING. A powerful curse. Name carved on the shaft. Tialva, son of Lothar. Trails fresh. Might want to look around some. What is this? Woman's shawl. Distinctive pattern. Distinctive smell.
Why he's smelling that thing? What a freaking pig! Geralt, he got stuck in the tree. I cannot move him. Hola? Okay. He's such a pig. That is beautiful.
Too many scents. Can't follow my nose any further. Need to ask around about the shawl.
Greetings.
Okay, you know. You for sure know. No, you? You?
You, Odin?
I am. Hear about me, sonny?
Let's talk about my reward.
Let's talk about my reward first.
It's a lot. I'll need to borrow from kin, but you have it. Won't spare no coin for me boy.
Where should I look for your
I'm
son?
feeling bad.
East of here. It's the ruins of the fortress. He went there with some rogues from Pharaoh. Met him at the tavern. They filled his head with nonsense about some treasure. I said, Sonny, Pharaoh folk are liars to a man. You shouldn't fraternize with them. But he knew better.
How'll I recognize him? All I know is he doesn't listen to his father. Pretty typical for his age.
His name's Olve, a cheerful lad, a bit of a lisp. Nothing special about his looks, except last I saw him he was wearing a yellow tunic. Lovely, none other like it in the village. Got it from me a year back, on his birthday.
That ought to do it. I'll look around. No promises, though.
So that one is not the one that I need to ask. Maybe the girl?
I'm bored.
Okay, maybe this one? This one? No. This one? This one? This one? People in the streets. You.
Huh?
You? No.
Now here's a manly one.
You?
Not like my good for nothing
No.
Sven.
You? I already asked you. You boy?
You look
What can
awful.
one say?
You woman?
Greetings.
Okay.
Watch it.
You hurt.
You?
Dad reveal like you
Hey
just
there.
about died.
No.
Feeling any better?
Aye? What's it you need?
Any chance you know who wore this shawl?
Of course. Yona, our herbalist, lives there, in that hut.
I know where she lives.
Oh,
I
she'll be
went
pleased
already
you found
3
it
times.
for her.
Yeah, real pleased.
So what is she doing?
It's like,
Sorceress.
Let me
Yennefer,
hold your
right?
sword.
hola Yona.
Found your shawl near Lothar's house, by the NITHING you put up there.
How did you know?
Had a hunch. Thanks for confirming it. You know Tjalva's got one foot in the grave.
Good. That bastard should never have been born. Me, I was to be Lothar's bride, but he cast me aside for that flounder. Getting his comeuppance now. Him and that whole ploughing family.
You kill a child out of jealousy?
You'd kill a child out of jealousy? Are you serious?
Tis not jealousy, but dignity that matters here. 10 years we lived side by side. 10 years. I cooked for him, washed his breeches, shared me bed. And he abandoned me with nary a word. The whole village laughed. Stupid bint Yona let herself be had. No, I've not been had. Nor have I forgot.
Want you to lift the curse. I mean it.
Fine, I'll do it. But I've my terms. Lothar's to renounce his son and come back to me.
I'll be sure to tell him. But I think we both know what his answer will be.
Type a mile away.
Pendle watches overcrowned for yourself. The blood of kings.
Let's see now. What I mean is kind of like he said, no, I don't have anyone that have a grudge on me. Like no one wants to do any bad on me. It's like if he left the woman without saying one word,
I'm a simpleton.
he could have think of her.
So, you know who placed the NITHING?
Old friend of yours, Yona.
I might have guessed. Jealous bitch! Can't stand to see others happy. So, will she lift the curse?
Yeah, sure. All you gotta do is renounce your family and go back to her.
Nay. Never! My wife, my son. I'd strip them of honor. Condemn them to poverty. You've got to break the spell, Witcher. Let her die!
Wait, if I break the spell, she dies? This game sometimes is very confusing. Yes, you know for sure.
Because it said you can either make her remove the spell or deflect it at her, so her own spell will hit her. So
What should I do? So be it. Yeah, I mean, she
You might
searched it.
deserve to be punished, but not this way. Fine, I'll do it.
Thanks be to the gods.
Don't bring the gods into it. This is between two human beings.
There's truth to that blather by the ice giant.
J-O-N-N-A. May it be quick and painless.
Yeah, it's enough.
Witcher. So? Did it work?
It did. Your son should recover soon. And Yona will die.
Thanks, Witcher. 1,000 times over. My son's dearest of all to me. I couldn't abide it if he died. Your reward. Will you eat with us before moving onward?
No.
What about man? Discavani, hello! Hey, how are you, girl? The NITHING. One experience. One? 24, 26. It's like, what, do I have to go to the next region so I can fucking continue? Like, forget it. So let's do this. You ready, guys? You ready? Can you collect that flower? Thank you.
This has gotta be Yen's room. She always did like space and luxury.
Still into Jens to my girlfriend. It's like how bitchy is that? What the heck? Jennifer, hija. Okay, what is in here? I have a weird girlfriend. Don't judge her. Oh, loot.
Tessia DeVries, the poison source. Still turns to it for inspiration.
No one is born a mage. We still know too little about genetics and the mechanisms of heredity. We devote too little time and resources to this research. Sadly, we still conduct trials in the inheritance of magic ability using, let us say, natural methods. The research of these pseudo-experiments far too often can be in the gutter of our cities and begin outside our temple walls. So far, not often, we see and encounter brain-dead and moronic women covered in their own spittle and passing themselves as prophetesses, seers, village diviners, and miracle workers, cretins with brain degenerate by the uncontrolled power they inherit. These simpletons and fools can themselves breed, can pass on their abilities and continue the degeneration. Is anyone capable of foreseeing or defining what the last link in such a chain will look like? Most of us mages lose the ability to procreate as a result of changes and disruptions to the functioning of our pituitary glands. Other sorcerers most often mature into their magic powers with Kotnak intact. They can conceive and give birth, and have the audacity to consider that good fortune a blessing. Yet I repeat, no one is born a mage, and no one should be. Aware of the gravity of what I write, I provide an answer to the questions possessed at the summit and Cidaris. I answer with every certitude. Each of us must decide what she wants to be, a sorceress or a mother. Okay. So she was reading this. That meaning, do you think that she wants a baby with me, for example? For example. And the last wish that she has is that? Having a baby? A baby shark. Cuentos para soñar. Read by Linda. How I can put this in there? Really? What are you doing? So let's pick up the...
Her megascope? Guess she never goes anywhere without it. As Philippa Eilhart said, megascopes and toothbrushes, deeply personal possessions.
Elegant Sculligan shirt. This one I like. Done. She cannot complain, and I have golden boots. It's like the fuck.
Just not something I'd ever wear. A megascope? What don't we do? She never goes anywhere without it. As Philippa Eilhart said.
For what do I want
megascopes
this?
and toothbrushes, deeply personal possessions.
And this still in here? What do I don't want to loot all this. I don't want that. So me, Jennifer, let's see. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the ambience. I like everything.
Oh, you blind! Need to see, it's a witcher.
It's a witcher. Yes, I'm a witcher. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Lynx. Hello. Yeah, I'm all doing well. How about you? Dropping in to say howdy.
Drink last night too?
Jesus, what the hell is this thing?
Let us pay homage.
Bran was a great ruler.
He needs a worthy successor.
You speak as though you have someone in mind.
Skellige's troubles very much derive from it not being a hereditary monarchy. Any upstart can be king and destroy his predecessor's legacy.
The King of the Isles is a more symbolic position.
That should change as well. A strong leader who wields true power. That is what the times require.
Introduce me, Jen.
Introduce me?
This is my friend Geralt, and this is Berna, widow of the dear departed Bran.
The Queen Mother. It's a pleasure to meet you, Geralt. You must forgive me, but on a day like today, I'm afraid I cannot indulge in my penchant for long conversations.
Lovely outfit. You look dashing.
Thank you. You're dazzling.
You know I really missed your candidness. I'm glad we're here together.
Don't like funerals. Don't like feasts.
I know. You also dislike underdone meat and being teleported. But sometimes we must overcome our disgusts and prevail.
We should mingle before they all get drunk. There'll be no talking to anyone then.
Good thinking. I don't know what Krach wants, but when we meet with him, we should have clear minds.
I'm not gonna drink. Why dull my senses when I'm in such pleasant company?
Do you plan to compliment me all evening?
Yeah.
I plan to tell you what I think.
That caught a turn.
Yes, yes.
Jennifer is... Woo.
So, what have you brought for the farewell feast?
Bread, sheep's milk cheese.
Our wagon's full of loot we ripped from the Black One.
By the way, she just changed her skirt, eh? She didn't change too
There's
much.
something I've been meaning to ask you. Your beard. Why did you decide to grow it out?
Don't really know.
Must say it suits you.
Jennifer is pretty, eh?
Lady Yennefer. Sir,
Greetings, Arnvald. My companion is Geralt of Rivia.
I am honored.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too. Quite a few guests.
They come to bid their king farewell. They come to see the claimants to the crown.
We wanted to talk to Croc on Crate.
The Jarl will join us shortly. He's assigned you a place of honor at the table just beside his daughter Ceres. Follow me, please.
They've seated us here.
I asked them to. Wanted to meet the notorious witcher Geralt.
We've met. Don't remember?
That was ages ago. Yalmer and I were children when you last visited Orda. But you should meet your feast mates. Allow me the dubious honor. That's Halbjorn, son of Holger Blackhand. Blue Boy Lucas, Madman Lucas's firstborn. And choking down a stockfish over there is Otrek on Hindar.
Coño, those names. Jesus Christ. What's with her?
Forgive me. I remember our meeting all those years ago, but I don't recall your name.
Ceres on Crate, Crack her da, and her big brother Yalmer called a Sparrowhawk. A Yal's daughter she is. Fat lot of good it does her.
Ceres is jealous, for the one among us who performs the greatest feat will be crowned king.
We all know the feats are a sideshow. Our fathers will choose who will wear the crown. What do you think they spoke to Crack about?
You talk like that because you're short of strength and skill. Remember when Hjalmar challenged us all to a race up the mount? You didn't stand with us then. As he buried his axe in that stump at the top to mark his victory, you were warming your chicken bones by the fire.
Had my reasons for not participating, but I would have won then, as I'd win now.
Now that you mention him, just noticed Hjalmar's not here.
My brother walks his own paths. But about the race, why don't we repeat it? I'm willing to challenge any of you, Witcher included. If I beat him to the top, venture to say that'd be a feat, eh? So you in?
If the Witcher's in.
Geralt?
Sure.
Gladly. What are the rules?
Whoever pulls Hjalmar's axe from the stump at the top of the hill wins. Stray off the path and you lose.
And here I was, ready to puke from all the boredom. Let's go!
This escalated too fast, though. Let's see if I'm able to win this shit.
We're here. From this spot, you must reach the top of that mount. At the summit, you'll see the stump of an oak. Yalma's axe buried in it. Whoever pulls the axe from the stump first, wins.
I'm ready.
You'll start when I sound the horn.
Ah, but by feet?
Show me what you've got, monster slayer!
I thought that it was with the horse. Tell me that I got the correct place. Climb, Gerald, dijo. Okay. The map is trolling me, I swear to God. Ah! Ah! Can you climb? Oh, it's not here. She can keep up. She's too bad. Uh oh. I did it, and I take the. Ah, there. Hey.
I won, but only by a hair.
No such thing. There's winning and there's losing, and I lost. We best go back to the week.
Let's.
I should have let her win, or what? I don't know. I like this playlist in Spotify. It's pretty good for The Witcher.
See the wakes in full swing.
Lost sight of yous. Who won?
I lost.
Lost to a Witcher, Sparrowhawk. Didn't likely happen to any of us. Enough of the natter and let's drink.
Can't today, for good reason, believe me.
But if not today, then when?
You've been great company. Sadly, it's time we moved on.
Really?
Indeed. We must talk, but not here. You shall learn all beyond that door.
Oi! Jennifer want to teach me some tricks.
Do you have no shame?
That she has.
Shame? Why would I?
The Queen should join her king on his last journey. Traditions don't matter.
What did you say in the priest's service? The gods are not our Isles are in for hard times, some worse.
Tell me, Lugos.
Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia, a Witcher. Geralt, Jarl Donar and Hinder, and Jarl Madman Lugos.
Calling Lugos a madman's an insult to madmen. He's a common goat fucker.
Call me a goat fucker one more time, and I'll chop off your head, stick it on a pike, and piss down your neck hole.
Enough! Time to settle this. Here and now.
Oh, ha ha ha! Giving me a true fright right now. Shat my best trousers. Put that away before you cut yourself, you cunt.
Calm down.
Thought Skelliger's called a truce for feasts.
I know the hallowed customs, but Lugos ought to know that I'll not let him raid my Hindisfial bear.
You don't scare anyone, Donar. I'll be boys soon to plough your priestesses, drink from your tankard, and shit on your table. Be sure to leave a candle lit for me.
Emperor would be very pleased to hear you quarrel.
His Imperial Majesty is more than welcome to visit.
Let him sail over here. We ain't afraid of the Black Ones.
Raiding coastal villages is one thing. Total war with the Empire is another.
Awfully mouty, this one. Go stir your cauldron and pierce some boils, witch. Don't talk when you haven't got a fucking clue.
This is the last time. The next one I want to punch him.
No one shall teach me how to fight.
That was not my intention. Come, Geralt. I believe this discussion's run its course.
Make me answer. I've no mind for it.
What now?
Now we pay a visit to Ermien's laboratory.
Didn't know we'd been invited.
Because we've not been.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Take it Ermien won't be there.
That's right.
And what's the purpose of this visit?
We're looking for an object. The Mask of Ouroboros. We'll need it. Come, Geralt.
Now you'll tell me why you need this mask.
Oh, I shall. In due course.
Take it you'll decide when.
Correct.
Ooh, the loot that is in here. Beautiful. Show me the path, pretty lady.
Footsteps. Shh. Guards. Hide behind the tapestry.
Sparrows chip, while starlings chirp.
What do jackdaws do?
Jackdaws caw. Goldfinches warble, and cranes whoop. Grass peacocks screech. Hawks scream, larks trill, and doves, they coo. That's all of them.
What about nightingales?
All right, nightingales croon.
Why are they fixing their clothes? Eh?
That was close. This'll be tough to open.
Surprises never end. See the ravens?
Hard not to.
Ermien's spies. An indication that we're near his laboratory. I also sense a clear magic aura. Come, there's a ledge outside this window. We must pass along it.
Okay. Doing good, doing good. Working on a few things in a few different games. Lol, so try with this ask.
Seen uglier sights in my life.
Geralt of Rivia, being romantic. Yes?
Ah, she teleports because she's a lady and she cannot do these things. I mean, with that skirt, I wouldn't be able to do it. Jesus, the amount of things that I...
Amazing how a hobby can render a man mysterious. Fascinating.
Especially a druid. Must be a real nature lover.
I cannot do anything with that. Can I talk
Yes?
to her? Oh no.
Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
And you?
Looks alive.
Maybe he's alive. How about if I slash? He's alive. I'm pretty sure it is. But it's okay. Let's
Had
just...
one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
How she laugh at me. Like if I have no taste or something like that.
100 loose an arrow if you saw that in the woods.
What's with this thing in the middle? Dismissed. Can you check this? Can you check
A basin of water.
For teleprojection, a reflection of Ermion appears on the surface. Supplicants speak to it.
All clear. You guys understood that? I think it's very clear, no? What she said.
Are you all right?
Cut myself. The door's locked. The animals. They're alive. Yen, watch out. Monsters. Feel them.
Fuck!
Closer. They're everywhere.
Oh my god! Wait, I have an idea, Let me. Oof, wow. Oh my... What? Ah, but they're not making any damage. Come on, fight. You shouldn't kill me, you should attack them, to be honest. You know what? I was like, they don't do any damage, they do, but they...
Mushrooms in here.
To my mind, it's the scent of sweet grass.
That was a trap that the aura that she felt is that thing. All of them moved, but not the deers.
What's happening?
You were hallucinating. You ran at Ermion's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
How she looks.
Must have looked strange.
Your years of vigorous training at Kaer Morhen finally paid off. Bested nearly all the stuffed beasts in here.
Please.
Fine. We've passed the trial of taxidermy. The door stands open.
What an ass she is.
Let's go inside, Geralt.
Oh my god.
I'll lock the entrance. We don't want to raise suspicions.
I think with that, enough.
Our dear druid's laboratory. We must search it thoroughly. The Mask of Urboros must be here.
I think with that I paid laying with Christy or Chris, I don't remember her name.
World of insect.
Letter bearing Ermion's seal to the druids. Warns them about you.
Brother Druids. Be forewarned that a sorceress have arrived to Art Skellig. Her name is Yennefer, and she hails from Vengerberg. I know you are immune to feminine wiles or wiles. and I will not let a well-draped skirt muddle your reasoning. Nevertheless, I warn you not to be taken in by her intelligence and refinement. I know who Jennifer is, and I do not, however, know the truth goal of her staying in Skellige. I see no point in asking her the question directly, for Jennifer is known for her cunning in eloquence. She says not what she thinks, but what she wishes you to hear. You must remember, this is not second-rate sorceress. This is a person who breaks bread with the rulers of the north and who most recently have been working with the Nilfgaard Emperor himself. Familiar with courts the world over, she possesses an ability to manipulate that even the wildest diplomat would envy. Jennifer has displayed an unhealthy interest in the side of Cataclysm we are striving to study. I have not given her permission to go near it, but I caution you to keep your eyes and ears open all the same. The sorceress from Bengerber is a stubborn and effective manipulator. I know that in the past, her and Crutch path crossed. I suspect that she will wish to use this old friendship for some ulterior purpose. What that is exactly, I will try to determine. Once I do, I will inform you in a separate letter. May the power be with you, brothers Elvion.
That brazen manipulator.
The shameless schemer.
Seems Ermion has real tobacco brought in.
They don't have a good...
Skellige's tales about the wild hunt.
The island folk of Skellige, like many nations of the north, hold a series of beliefs about the wild hunt and record them in legends, myth and fables. This horrifying phenomenon is said to herald the coming of war and misfortune. Characteristics of their tales and distinguishing them from their continental versions is that the Icelander imagined the wild hunt not as a cavalcade of wraiths galloping across the night sky, but as a ghostly longship. The vessels called the Nilfgaard is said to be built of the claws of dead men. For this very reason, superstitious Skelligers removed the nails of their dead, expressly to prevent them from being used to fortify this ghastly ship. In many legends, how the hell do you pronounce GLF at the same time? Naglfar sails out of Morhok, the land of chaos.
The islanders believe the wraiths sail on a longship built of the claws of dead men. Ermion's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one.
A sword in a stone. Thing's begging me to pull it out.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
She treated me like a stupid. I don't like that. She treated me like if I were stupid.
A child's skull.
A child's skull? The fuck?
Look at this. A detailed map of the northern kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date.
What the fuck are you
Looks
doing?
like Ermion places something in the statue's hand.
Need to look around some more.
Need something else. Gotta look around.
Like, what if I wanna try the one that I don't think it is, but
A goat carved out of lindenwood, signed to Uncle Ermion.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That's what she called him when he was her tutor.
Amo, bien también. Saludos para Rick también. He's saying hello to you as well.
Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist.
¿Has jugado The Witcher? Emo. Ey, what is that? I want that now. I cannot take that now? No. But I can take this book.
There was in for light reading too. The Corpse of Novigrad by Sasha Hadi.
The Corpse of Novigrad. Alexander Howe walked down the long corridor, the line by the sound of debauchery pouring out the rooms, drowned out of the sound of his footsteps. The long neglected brothel floor, too many L's, cracked and moaned, as though the wood regretted being witness of the lecherous scene fed to it by this house of ill-reputed standing in the very center of the pride of the northern cities. Howe had been generously remunerated for this visit by the wife of a silk merchant. She had long suspected her husband of dabbling with loose women during his working hours. The case had seemed simple enough, banal, even. A cheating husband. How many similar affairs had he unraveled? The worst was that his employers never truly wanted him to bring irrefutable proof of their husband's guilt. On the contrary, in their heart of hearts, they always hoped his investigation would prove their husband's model citizens, and their suspicions wholly unfounded, I think. This time, it truly did turn out that the woman's husband was no whoremonger, despite the fact that his trail led Alexander to a place in which fleshy pleasure was bought and sold. The door in the floor in the front of which he stopped, following the instruction he had received from the gnome at the entrance, had a small plaque with the number 16 on it. Unlike the other rooms, this one was enveloped in an unsettled calm. Howe turned the door knob and pushed the door open, and what he saw behind it far exceeded his worst expectations. So there is nothing else but this.
Dwarven triple mead.
Dwarven triple mead.
Pinecone. Didn't expect this. A large female.
Okay, I'm gonna put the pine cone in here.
Let's try again.
Pine cone.
What do you say we give it a pine cone?
I don't think that it is, but anyway.
Nothing.
Okay. Let's put the mug of mead.
How about a mug of mead? Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes. Huh. Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Okay.
Ermion enjoys jests achieved at the expense of others. I have a sneaking suspicion the mask will be in here.
Are you coming or what?